Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today it's gonna actually be a candle wax reading, and it's all about channeled messages from your future self. So let's look into what your future self has to say. I'm really open, so whatever may come through is welcomed, whether it's words of encouragement, advice, some insights regarding what's coming for you, all is welcomed. So yeah, as always my dear, I have 3 pals that you can choose from. This is pal 1, this is pal 2, and this is gonna be pal 3. As always my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And if you're interested or curious when it comes to a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading my dear. Now let's see what channeled messages do we have for you coming from your future self. So first of all my dear, I would like to get you 1 or 2 tarot cards and then we will start with your candle wax reading. So let's see, for my dear pile 1, what channeled messages do we have for you from your future self? What do you need to know about what's coming for you? Let's see. Okay, so we have 2 cards here. Interesting. So we have the 5 of Swords and we have the 4 of Wands. Okay. This is a very interesting combination because, okay, the messages in here are really straightforward, because the first thing I saw was, or better to say I heard, was this is the before and this is the after. So this is your life before and this is where your life is heading towards. And let's look into the cards and the energies to understand it a little bit better. So what I feel is like it could be the case that some of you have been feeling not really that satisfied about your life for quite some time, or maybe you have gone through recently even through some disappointments, or just in general things didn't really turn out the way you want it to. Maybe there's always this element of waiting, but you don't see anything coming through, or even if something comes your way, it is never the way you expected, like negatively speaking. I just feel like you guys are not really satisfied, or let me put it that way, with how your life is has gone in the past, because you always hoped for something better, right? And there is this element of disappointment here. But it's really interesting to me because the energy that I'm seeing here in comparison is very different from that. The past is coming through in a very sad and like the energy of losing, and the energy of the future is the energy of victory. So what I'm seeing here is that, my dear pile 1, if we talk about where your future is heading, it's definitely a very, very better place. And not only that, I really feel like the right energies are coming your way. But not only that, you are creating them yourself. It could be the case that in the past you manifested a lot of people into your life who were not really that great for you, because you yourself were not at a great place for yourself, you know, because we don't manifest what we want, we manifest who we are. And it could be the case that you for some time weren't really the best for you, you know, you may have treated yourself not that well, maybe even a little bit self-sabotaging, or maybe you were really harsh, you know, when it comes to like how you talked to yourself and how you saw yourself. And I really feel like there is this improvement here, and it will show itself. The first thing, the way it will come through is through sending, or not really sending, right? It's more so like you manifesting people in who aren't equal to you when it comes to that. People who will see you for who you are, and who will be encouraging, who will supportive, you know. This is definitely something I'm seeing here coming from your future self, that yes, you are manifesting a lot of people in who are good for you. That's really something I'm seeing here. And when we talk about what energies are coming your way, it is definitely for the better. And as you can see, this is like all dark, and it looks very very cruel, you know. There's this energy in here, like you can just sense that there's something very dark happening, and something maybe tragic happened in this scenario. And then if we look at the next one, you see this beautiful, almost like palace, or this place, a temple, you know, which is glowing and full of light, and two people dancing in front of it. It's so lighthearted and it's so joyful. And I see that this is what's coming, you know. You're really moving out of this troublesome energy, internally speaking, especially, you know, in which you don't, like, you're not satisfied and you feel very sad about certain things, into a much more happy state. And this will be a huge reason why you will manifest people in who will be a match to you in a very positive sense. Actually, as well, the Four of Wands is also a love card. Like, if we talk about it on a romantic sense, it's also a card that can signify, as an example, romantic relationships, long-term serious relationships, and even wedding, okay? So that's just something I felt like saying here. Anyway, so let me put these aside. All right, so let's start with your candle wax reading now, my dear. Let me get you your candle. So as always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Okay. What I just heard was, be mindful of who you give your energy to. So it could be the case that some of you guys have some people around who you think are a great energy for you, but if you look at it, like if you do a double look, you will see that these people are not that good for you, because maybe they don't respect your boundaries, or maybe because they're just not a good influence. So your future self is coming through with the advice to really look at the energies you surround yourself with at this current point of time, and see who really deserves to be a part of your life and who don't. Because I feel like there are some people who may sometimes, not be as like genuine or that good of an influence as they may seem. And it's really important, I feel like, because your future self wants you to make sure, you know, who you invest in or who you allow in your energy, because these people will be influencing you in your path, right, as well. And it is important to keep those around you who are for your highest good, you know, who who are genuinely there for you and want the best for you, and not those who want to hold you back or have bad intentions towards you. I'm also hearing once again boundaries. So look at your boundaries, see whether you have healthy boundaries, or whether there's some areas in your life which needs some more attention. And I'm hearing, look at who respects your boundaries and who doesn't. Another message I'm seeing here, this is very interesting, because you guys, you literally got the star card, right, as your pile. And I am literally seeing the star coming through right now. So that's a very interesting thing. And I really feel like it actually goes hand in hand with these two cards that we received, right? The Five of Swords and the Four of Wands. Because what I'm feeling here is that the hope is coming back in your life as well. Maybe some of you guys haven't been that hopeful for quite some time, because you felt in this, you felt this hopeless energy in a way. And what's coming is this bright new phase, or not phase, it's a chapter in your life. And it will be a very, very long chapter. Like when we look at a book, sometimes certain chapters may be longer than others. And what I really feel like is that it's going to be one of the most important chapters, and one of the longest as well. Because I really feel like there is a lot of light coming into your life. Why? Because you choose to bring this light into your life, and because you choose to exit or release, those negative or those dark energies. So you make space for light and goodness into your life here. But let me see. There is also something regarding a manifestation here. I think it has also something to do with the star card that I saw. Let me explain. So the star card can also signify a wish or a dream, right? And I really feel like some of you guys could have been working on something which is a dream or a wish to you, and you haven't seen it maybe yet coming to fruition, or maybe you haven't even started yet, but your future self is definitely giving green light here. But they want you to know that great things take time. There is this element of patience in here, and it should not discourage you. If you start something, or if you are right now on the journey towards it, if you already have started it, then keep in mind that the patience is a part of it, and you will be able to get the fruits of your labor. It may take some time, but it will definitely be worth it. Your future self wants you to know that you will be at a great place. They are at a great place. This is all you need to know. But you need to be hopeful when it comes to yourself, when it comes to your future, and when it comes to what you can achieve in life. Your future self wants to know that you have so much potential that wants to come through. Don't hold yourself back. You didn't come here to hold yourself back. You came here to freely express yourself. Yes, it's not something easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it, right? But it is the right thing to do, and your future self is showing me it is something very, very important for your future. Because in the future, you will be at a very creative place. You will be at a place where you are creating and people want what you have to share. So don't discourage yourself, and keep in mind that at the end of the day, you are the one who, may be also your biggest sabotager, right? So keep in mind that this doesn't resonate with you, that you are gonna support yourself and believe yourself, okay? Because there is so much fire in you that wants to be expressed. I can see it. You are someone who has so much to offer, and your future self is already at a place where they're doing, okay? They're successful in what they're doing, and it starts today. Today, we have to do the first steps to create the future that we want, right? And yeah, it's almost like your future self is coming through with that. Do the steps today that your future self will be thankful for. This is something I heard. Believe in yourself. I just heard believe in yourself and trust the universe. Not only that, okay, if there are some people in your life who tend to sometimes discourage you, because very often when we don't think we have a lot of potential, it can also come from outside influence, right? If someone tells you enough that you don't deserve anything or that you won't make it, then after some time you may believe it. So I think this is why your future self came through with the first message, like regarding the candle wax, with, you know, being mindful of who you surround yourself with, because the people we surround ourselves with, they will also influence, you know, the way we see ourselves or the relationship we have to us, right? And your future self wants you to look, okay, at all these manipulations that others may have done, and understand that it has nothing to do with the truth. Just because someone tells you you can't do anything doesn't mean you can't do it. Or if someone tells you that you won't make it, that doesn't mean that you won't make it. That's just their opinion. And very often when someone tells us that we can't do something or we won't be able to make it, that actually says a lot about themselves, because in their mind they think they wouldn't be able to do it, you know? And therefore they say it to us, they project those insecurities on us, and unfortunately we may also make it our own belief system. But this is for you to not feed into that. It's almost like your future self is asking you, do you want this or this? What energy do you want to feed? Do you want to feed these negativities that hold you back from your highest good? Or do you want to feed those potentials and all the good that you could create? This takes courage, yes. But it's worth it. And it's exactly where you want to go. And it's where your future self is. So you will eventually definitely choose this. But I don't feel like it's going to be easy. Because for you, yes, you may have to detox some things. You may have to release some energy, some people in your life. You may have to rewrite yourself, you know, really look at your belief system and, yeah, rewire it, you know. But this is actually a very beautiful reading because it shows you how far you will go in life. But it's almost like your future self wants you to understand this is all about you. You are the one who will, at the end of the day, choose with which path you want to go, right? And it has always to do with how you see yourself, whether you see yourself as someone who's small and someone who wants to be able to do it, or whether you see the potential in you and you acknowledge it and you go about it. Yes, it's scary. It is always scary to leave your comfort zone, but there's this quote which goes something like, life happens when we leave our comfort zone. And I really feel like your future self wants you to think about that. Don't live small, don't play small. You are so much greater than you've been taught you are. And your future self really wants you to act on that. Whatever you may want to do, whatever resonates with you, this is, once again, like totally green light to go after what feels right to you, whether it's career related or generally like your personal life, you know, what you would want to do, where you would want to go, what you think is right for you in your life. This is all about listening to yourself. This is all about listening to what's right. Because you have inner wisdom in you, and this is something your future self wants you to understand. Your inner voice is the wise one, and it will lead you towards where you have to be. But sometimes, because of fears, we may reject this voice. Although we deep down know, yes, this is what I feel is right for me, this is what I want to do, but those fears. And it's almost like an inner turmoil, or like battling with yourself, because there's this heartfelt voice which you feel like is talking to you and is like almost guiding you towards where you have to go or what you have to do. And then there are these fears, and for me this is very clear here. Your future self is telling you to not allow your fears, which very often are just a thought, you know, like just think about all the fears you had in life and which ones actually like came true. It's just mind-blowing, you know. And your future self is telling you to not hold back because of those fears, because most of the part, or most of the time better to say, they don't even matter. And keep in mind, when you have a thought coming through, a thought is just a thought, it's not reality. So don't feed into these energies, my dear. Don't give your energy away for free like that, especially when it comes to those negative energies. Invest your energy in things that will be fruitful for you. Let me see if there is anything else. No, that's actually all I'm seeing. Can I get this candle? Let me see. Okay. Yeah. So, my dear pile 1, this is all I have for you today. Please feel free to let me know how you feel about your reading, and if there's something you would like to share, or if something resonated with you, please also feel free to let me know. As always, my dear, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. And also, if you're interested or you're curious when it comes to a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can also feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, I also invite you to join me on Instagram, on which, we can also connect, and you will find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear pal 1, I'm sending you much love and much, much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 1, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what future self messages do we have for you? So first of all, my dear, I would like to get you 1 or 2 tarot cards, and then we will start with your candle wax reading. So, for my dear pile 2, what future self messages do we have for you? All right. For my dear pile 2, let's see. Let's see, for my dear pile 2, what channeled messages do we have for you? Let's see, what does your future self want you to know? Ooh, too many cards. Let's see, what do they want you to know? What does, okay. So the first card we have is the 7 of Swords. Let's get you 1 more card. Okay, and we have this card which turned over, the 6 of Swords. Let me make sure you can see all the cards. All right, so my dear pile 2, what do you need to know regarding, What does your future self want you to know? First of all, what I'm seeing here is that, look at this illustration. Okay, there is this person almost like running away, and they carry some swords, although two swords fell, and we can see it's almost like they are like running away into more darkness, although there is this light coming through here, right? And it's almost like they're running away from this light. Now, you know what I remembered, or let me put it that way, you know what I heard when I saw this? This is almost like the universe, okay, coming through for, or coming after, for all the energies that are not good for you, you know, making them run away with its grace, with its beauty, with its love. The universe is coming through, you know, your spirit guides, the energies protecting you, and they're making sure that those negative energies will go away, will go out of your life. And this is really interesting to me, because what I'm seeing coming through here is that your future self, first of all, wants you to know that you are heavily protected, okay? You have energies having your back and supporting you. You are not alone, my dear, okay? Especially, let's talk energetically. You have so much guidance, so much support. And I really feel like this card, this illustration, I'm just looking at the illustration here, not the meaning itself. You know, it is so interesting because, do you see that? It's almost like this person is running away from the light. It's almost like the light wants to get this person, and they're trying to get away. Oh, the light looks weird. It's almost like they're trying to get away very, very fast. But let me put it like this. It just looks weird. You know, they're running away, and therefore it's also okay when they like lose some things, as long as they can just get away very fast and they just take whatever they can carry, because the darkness is soon to be light. And yeah, you also see those little like glittery stuffs, and like almost they're also present in here, and I will come to this card in a minute, but you can see it's almost like they are going with this person, right? This person has one, or has a few actually, left and right here, and I really feel like these are your spirit guides, and they want you to know that yes, they're there. And I really feel like this is an important message in here, because maybe some of you guys at times question that, or you're not quite aware of it, and maybe you even feel like sometimes very alone, and it's very important for your future self to mention that, because I feel like your future self is at a place where they are definitely more aware of it. And not only that, for some of you guys, your future self is already like actively, consciously communicating with those beautiful guides who are supporting you on your journey. And I just heard soul family. So some of your guides could actually be not only like help or support, but you actually have beautiful connections with them which go beyond this lifetime, and they're looking out for you, you know, like they're keeping an eye out for you and making sure that you're okay. So moving on to this card, as I said, you can see this person is like almost on a new journey. They're going somewhere, and also with those wings. What do a lot of people associate with wings? Angels, right? And what do people associate with angels? Protectors, guide, like someone who, or something that's guiding them, and so on, right? And yeah, you're being guided, you're being supported. You know, you have this spiritual team, and the message in this card for me is very clear. They want you to know that they will always make sure that you are on the right path. Even if it at times doesn't feel like it, they will make sure that you find your way back, or that you are on the right path. Just look at this illustration, you know, this person, like, may absolutely not know where they're heading towards. You don't see any land, perhaps. You just see the ocean and the sun, but there is this level of trust in here, and they're not alone. They're being guided towards the right way. And that's very important, because a lot of us are being supported and guided. Yes, major wise speaking, human beings may not be aware of it because on many levels we're being stripped of our spirituality. But it is very important to know that a lot of us are being guided and protected, and this is something which is not only a blessing, but yeah, it's a gift, it's a gift, and your future self wants you to be aware of it. You are being headed towards the right direction, because your guides will also make sure that this will happen, okay? Now, I would like to continue with the candle wax here. Let me put it like this. Okay. Now let me get you guys your candle. Okay, so please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Channeled messages from your future self. What do they want you to know? For my dear pile 2. Okay. Okay. So, my dear pile 2, I would like to start with that. It's almost like your future self wants me to give you a glimpse into where they are, in life and what's going on. So first of all, I would like to tell you that what I'm seeing here is you will definitely, or your future self is at a very good place, successfully speaking. I'm seeing that your future self is, first of all, the word independent came through. So, and I feel like this is financially speaking. In the future, you will be at a much more independent place. And I'm hearing it's all you. All the effort, all the patience and, effort you've put into this is all you. You deserve it. That's another thing I'm hearing. You deserve it so much. And what's very interesting to me here is that people will acknowledge it as well. People will see how much you've done, how far you've come, and a lot of people respect you, actually, I'm hearing, for what you have, created for yourself. So I'm seeing you are independent in the future. You will be like self-responsible in a very positive way, in which there's so much you take for yourself, you create for yourself, and it's not only for you, you will be at a place where you can share it with others because you have enough, and you are at a place where you can do so. Let me see. Okay, not only that, my dear pal too, but if we look at where you are right now, or not only where you are right now, I really feel like this aspect is also about who you are right now. If we really look into who you are right now, and the version of you which is coming through as your future self, you will have done a pretty big transformation. And I really feel like this transformation is on a lot of different levels. This is not only you on a internal level, but also physical level. Some of you guys could go through some changes when it comes to your appearance. As an example, okay, your future self is not showing me what kind of change, physically speaking. However, let me just give you some examples that coming through in my mind. Just, generally speaking, as an example, maybe some of you guys are gonna do some workout, or you have some goals when it comes to yeah, when it comes to like your body, maybe some of you guys would like to gain, weight. Some of you guys would like to lose weight. Some of you guys may want to really like do some work out regarding certain body parts of you, and yeah, do some transformation, make some transformation there. But I feel like it's not only that. Maybe some of you guys are also, I'm also hearing plastic surgery, so take it how it resonates, but some of you guys could also do that. I just feel like there is so much changes, Yeah, like physically speaking here. Now, if we talk internally, I really feel like this version of you that's coming through is one which is much more in love with themselves. A version of you which supports itself way more and acknowledge how precious they are and how valuable they are. I also heard male value has nothing to do with other people. That's very interesting. So your future self is coming through, or maybe wants you to know that how much you're worth is not determined on who loves you, who likes you, and so on. Your value is only determined on you. You seeing your beauty, you seeing how lovable you are, you seeing how great you are. I'm hearing no one else's opinion matters. So this really shows me that your future self, yeah, they definitely don't care. They don't care who likes them, they don't care who doesn't. Like, I'm hearing, as long as I like myself, as long as I am good with myself, that's all that matters. Don't understand me wrong though, it's not like your future self doesn't have any like people around or any friends or family. Absolutely not. In fact, it couldn't be further from the truth, because I'm seeing that you will have so many people around who are heart people, like people who you will have a heart connection with. But I really feel like that's the thing, because you put yourself first, you also have people in your life who treasure that, and who treasure you. Let me see. I really feel like something in your mind, something in your mindset will heavily change, my dear, when it comes to your life. It could be the case that you will have some kind of revelation coming your way, and this revelation will have a big effect on you. As an example, let's just say, maybe someone watching, they were really disconnected for themselves, and they never really had a good self-love relationship. And then you will have this journey in which you connect with yourself again, and you give yourself the self-love that you deserve, and this will change so much, This will change the kind of people you surround yourself with, who you are, how you treat yourself, what you do, and so on. So self-love is a thing here for sure. I'm hearing it's the bridge. Self-love is the bridge towards your greatest version and the life you want to live. You're done with all the BS. You are gonna give yourself what you deserve. I'm hearing if no one gives me what I want, if no one sees my worth, that doesn't matter, as long as I give myself what I want and I see my own worth. So that's a very, very strong approach, because you acknowledge, as yourself, you acknowledge that it is no one else's responsibility to make you happy but your own. And the most important love is the like self-love that you have for yourself. And this is almost like the foundation for beautiful things to grow, for you to create beautiful relationships with others, for you to create beautiful, yeah, life circumstances for yourself. So wow, your future self is definitely a force to be recognized with. And honestly, me like going into this energy, what I can say is that you can be so proud of yourself, my dear pal, too, because you've come a very long way. And I know maybe some of you guys, you're not there yet and you're still on this journey, but this is where you're heading towards. This is where your future self is, and this is also why they want you to know you, that, you know, so you can get empowered by this, by knowing what kind of energies you create in the future. And I already just feel like saying how proud I am, you know, of you, because this is such a wonderful thing. So beautiful. Let me see. Is there anything else? I feel like you will do some drastic like decisions, and these decisions will redirect your life in many different ways. So this is just an example. It doesn't have to resonate, but just so you guys understand what I mean. Let's just say someone is going to change their career. You know, that's a very drastic change, right? And this change will trigger a lot of different events coming into your life. And once again, also bringing you closer to the right path, I'm hearing. Have faith in yourself. Be patient, I'm hearing. Be patient, I'm sorry. Be patient. Good things take time. But your future self has already seen, you know, what you will bring to life. And the most important is definitely the relationship that you have with yourself, because it will influence your life journey tremendously. And I am hearing you are on the right path. It's very interesting. You are on the right path. Yeah, that's all I have here. Yeah. So, my dear pal 2, this is all I have for you today. Please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if something resonated with you, please also feel free to let me know. Also, my dear, if you're interested or you're curious when it comes to a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can also feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I also invite you there. You will find my Instagram in the description box. My dear pal 2, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what future self messages do we have for you? So first of all, my dear, I would like to get you 1 or 2 tarot cards, and then we will start with your candle wax reading. So first of all, let's see, for my dear pile 3, for my dear pal 3, what messages do we have for you coming from your future self? What do they want you to know? Let's first get you some tarot card. Let's see. All right, so a few cards fell. Let me get them all. Okay. For my dear pile 3, what messages do we have for you from your future self? Okay, wow. The first card we have is the Nine of Cups. Look at this beautiful card. For my dear pile 3, let's see. What messages do we have for you from your future self? What do they want you to know? Let's first get you 2 tarot cards. One more card, please, or only this card. Let me see if another card wants to come through or not. For my dear pile. Okay, one card. Wow. Look at that. And we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Interesting. Oh, I didn't see that. We also have the Moon card. Now, with the Moon card coming through very fast there, I feel like, my dear, the message is very, very clear. You don't even see what's coming for you. You have absolutely no idea. I feel like you are not even aware of all the beautiful things that are in your future, you know, that you will experience. Like, the Moon card is a card of secrecy, is a card of hidden energies, you know, and in this particular case, you know, with all the other cards, I feel like you're not aware of the beautiful things, and this is why you may have found your way to this future self reading, because it's almost like the first message coming through from your future self. They want you to be aware of the beautiful things, you know, they want you to know what's coming. And yeah, that's why you have been drawn to see this video, this reading. But now let's start. Let's first see what's coming through here as well. First of all, my dear, I really like very straightforward, and it's very interesting because before these cards came through, there was one word that I like heard in my mind, and it was celebration. So this word celebration came through, and what I got from it was that what's coming, you know, your future self wants you to know that there are a lot of different like reasons coming into your life for you to celebrate. And like, celebration is all about positivity, right? When we celebrate something, we're happy, we're grateful for it, you know, and we want to share this energy with others. And I really see this coming through. You will have a lot of celebration reasons, okay? Reasons to celebrate. Let me put it that way. Now, with the Nine of Cups being here, this is such a beautiful energy. I really see, yeah, your future self wants you to know that where they are, okay, is at a very happy place. Your future self is living a life in which they're not only satisfied, but they are happy. They're grateful, they're joyful. And I really feel like it has a lot to do with the circumstance that they're in, okay? I really feel like what's coming for you is a really great life, a lifestyle. I heard a lifestyle that suits your desires, you know, or what you want. My dear pile 3, I really feel like you are the kind of person who will reach a lot of places that they wanted to reach. Like, you could be the kind of person who others will point at and say, this is someone who actually has like created, okay, the life that they wanted. And it didn't come from nothing. We will look into it in a minute as well, but I can definitely already see that you are someone who has manifested these things. A lot of conscious like manifestation. You consciously working and creating the things that you want. It is very visible to me here in this energy, you know. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles, let's just concentrate on this for a second. The Queen of Pentacles has not just become the Queen of Pentacles out of like nothing, you know. She has worked so hard for everything that she has. And when I say she, I refer this to the archetype of the Queen of Pentacles. It doesn't have to like resonate with you. You know, whoever you are, remember this is just energy. So I'm referring the she to the card here, but the Queen of Pentacles, you know, like everything she has is from her. Like when I think of the Queen of Pentacles, I don't think of, let's say, this person, like the queen has married into wealth, okay? No. The Queen of Pentacles has created her own wealth. This is how I would describe, you know, and this is just me. Take that in mind, okay? This is just how I see it, my humble opinion. For me, the Queen of Pentacles, like, it's all her. And I really feel like this is almost like a metaphor for you and your future self and the life that they have lived, or better to say, they are living, right? All they have, it's your making. And this is something other people will see and other people will acknowledge. And in fact, what I'm hearing is that a lot of people will see you as a role model. Yes, I will repeat it. A lot of people will see you as a role model, my dear. Now, coming back to the Nine of Cups, I really feel like you will find a lot of people, or you will manifest. I really feel like this is all about manifestation. You will manifest a lot of people into your life who, yeah, who you can have beautiful friendships with, okay? You will manifest new loved ones in your life, and people who you don't have to pretend in front. You don't have to be pretending to be someone you're not just for them to accept you or like you. You don't have to play a role, you know, you can just be yourself. Look at this person is about to play music, right? To play the drum. It looks like a drum to me here, and the people are listening to them, you know, they are almost like in this sacred circle. That's really what this is, remembering me of. And I really see that you will be able to play your own like music, your, like, metaphorically speaking, okay? You can share your individual music and people will love it. You will voice your opinions and people will, you know, be accepting of it. Then you can be you. And not only will people accept it, but they will be encouraging. And I really feel like this is the environment that you need. You need people who will see you for who you are. People who you don't have to, be someone you're not in front. And not only that, we had the moon card as well, right? Maybe right now some of you guys are not, you know, showing some people all you are. As an example, maybe some of you guys have like some spiritual beliefs, you know, or just in general. There are some parts of you that you don't share because you think maybe other people will not understand it. Let's say if I share my spiritual beliefs with others, if I, you know, present myself the way I am, others may judge me and so on. Well, the environment you will be in the future is not one of judgment, but one of acceptance. Okay, that's already something I'm seeing, but wow, I've already talked like 10 minutes just with these two cards. I would say let's start with the candle wax reading. So let me put these aside. Let me get you your candle. As always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. For my dear pal 3, what channeled messages can we get for you from your future self? Please give me a moment. Please give me a moment. You know what I heard? Very simply, very straightforward. I heard, and this is your future self speaking, in the future, I am my greatest version. That's something I heard. And wow, 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 wow. This is such a beautiful message. Wow. You see, I can't really say anything because I almost feel so like positively stunned, okay? If you understand what I mean, I don't know how to explain it in English. It's just that I am so impressed and so happy, you know, that your future self is coming through with such satisfaction. And that doesn't surprise me at all, also with Nine of Cups being here, right? In the future, my dear pal 3, you will be who you came here to be. And that's very important to say. Not who others want you to be, not how society wants you to be, not your parents, whoever, a girlfriend, boyfriend, a spouse, it doesn't matter. In the future, you will be who you want to be. Because this is your birthright. You are an individual and you have the right to create the version of yourself that you want. And talking of version, once again, what I'm seeing is that in the future, you will be your greatest version. And this is something I also always, feel like saying when I talk about this. We are all individuals, and my greatest version may look very, very different from your greatest version, okay? I know in a world where we're in right now, in which it's all about looking the same, being the same, having the same, like goals are always a certain thing that we're being sold, or you know what I mean? Like in social media as an example, but we didn't come here to be the same as others. We came here to shine our own light. And this is what you're gonna do. This is something I'm seeing here big time, because you will, like, this is also heavenly connected to your spiritual path, my dear. And this is something I'm also seeing coming through from your, okay, I was about to say future self, but then I heard higher self. So that's very interesting. I really feel like in the future you will definitely be more in tune with your higher self. Like, you may be much more aware of them, okay? You may be able to communicate with them even more. But what I'm seeing here for you, my dear pal 3, is that your spirituality will definitely be a huge part of your life in the future, even more than it is right now. Because it's almost like you will be done with certain things, like entertaining, let's say, certain expectations, living a life that others tell you to live or society tells you to live but doesn't really resonate with you. You will listen to your own truth, you will listen to your own heart, and that's something so beautiful. Self-empowering yourself, and it could even be the case, okay? This is not something your future self is saying, but this is just something I'm feeling here for you. It could be the case that throughout this journey, you will go through a very important hermit phase in your life. And this hermit phase will make you reflect on your life and yourself so much and bring so much revelations, so many truths into your life, and make you so much more wise. And I really feel like it will make you understand why you're here, what's important for you, not what's important for society, what's being expected. No, what is important for you as an individual? What resonates with your soul journey? What resonates with your intuition, And you will fearlessly, I'm hearing fearlessly, go with your truth. So I do feel like there is some spiritual growth that you're gonna do, and your future self is already like there. They've done it, and they choose to live the life they want. You know what's coming through for me here? One tarot card is coming through. I'm seeing it, and it's the High Priestess. I really feel like you guys will, in the future, like your intuition will grow in importance so much. What do I mean with that? So many people, you know, they feel their intuition coming through. They feel the messages, but they may ignore it because maybe once again there's some restrictions that are holding them back from their intuition. As an example, maybe they feel deep down that a certain path is meant for them, but they're resisting that because of someone's expectation or because of what they think society wants from them. But in the future, there is no more resistance. There is only listening, and listening what's right for you. And that's very empowering here. I really feel like in the future you will connect with your heart space even more. And this will also make you manifest people in who resonate with this. I really feel like for some of you guys, you may manifest a twin flame or a soulmate. Now take it how it resonates, okay? Of course, not everyone is on a twin flame journey, and maybe a lot of people don't even believe in it, so always see what resonates with you. But for sure, soulmate energy is in here for sure, okay? But still, indeed, I also see for some of you guys twin flame energies. And I really see that, my dear, you will, your future self is not only working for themselves or creating things so they have a beautiful life, but it's really all about community. It's all about everyone in general. We are one. And in the future, you will, through very different ways, try to create something for humanity or help humanity somehow. This is really soul journey coming through here. Your future self is coming through with a purpose of making this world, this planet, a better place, or awakening people, so we can create this beautiful future, not only for ourselves, but also for the future generations to come. And as you can see, this become very deep, because once again, I really feel like in the future for you, you will not be satisfied with temporary things anymore or with shallow things. It's all about the deep connection. It's all about the deep purposes and meanings of life. And once again, I really feel like this hermit phase will be a big reason for that. Some of you guys will, through this hermit phase, reconnect. I mean, reconnect is not the right word, because we are all already connected to our higher self always. But I mean with reconnect that you will become aware of it, You will consciously be aware of this connection and feel it. And not only feel it, but you may even communicate, on a much more deeper level than you have so far. I really feel like in the future, you will not be bothered by things that you may be bothered right now, because you will see how ridiculous these energies are and that they don't even deserve your attention. There is love-wise energy coming from you, my dear pal 3, when it comes to your future self. And it's very interesting because it's almost like your future self is opening this door for me, okay? So I can look into it and I can give you the messages for what you need to know regarding your future. And this is all about you and being in your power. And not only for yourself, but also for the service of others. You came here, my dear Pal 3, to change things, okay? And impact people's lives in a very positive way. To create this Nine of Cups for this earth. Very often we may think, well, what can I do? I'm just this person, like this ordinary person. I won't be able to create anything. In fact, every and each one of us matters, and we all have so much power to create, you know, and especially together in this union, like we're unstoppable. And I really feel like in the future you will be this force, and not only for you but also for others. I hope I can explain it good, because there are a lot of different energies coming through, and sometimes when the energies are so intense, especially with the messages, you know, I don't feel like any words bring justice to it, and all I can really say is that the future you're creating, not only for you but also for others, is one to be grateful for, and it's one to be hopeful for, you know, full of love and full of compassion and abundance, not only for us but also for for others, you know. And I said us, you see, because I almost feel like this is not only about you, this is about the collective. Somehow you're gonna do your service for the collective, you know. You will help to raise the consciousness, you will help to make the people aware and awakening others. So wow, to be honest, like one word I heard was starseed. You could be a starseed, my dear, who came here for a purpose, okay? And it's very interesting because your future self, it wants you really to be aware of these things. Yeah, they want you to reflect on these things. So, my dear Pal 3, this is all I have for you. Please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. As always, my dear, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. It was such an honor. And yeah, my dear, if you're interested or curious when it comes to a personal reading with me, and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me also on Instagram, I also invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear Pal 3, as always, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course, a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear Pal 3, take care, my love.